Now it is. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
So we're a few minutes behind. We're using a tripod, and we've never used one of them before. So I'm hoping that the camera doesn't just go flailing forward in just a second.
We're technically challenged in this office.
And we've had the tripod for a while, but now my low battery thing is on. Okay. So we know that, okay, good, we're straight. I was a little worried that it would be crooked the way that it's setting. So we know 3:30 is like a weird time of day. A lot of people are probably working. But we both wanted to be able to be on just to talk and yeah. So we may not have anyone like pop on at all. We know, it's a weird time of day, but we wanted to make sure that I could be on before I go with the kids and stuff. So we did have a couple people actually message us a few questions, and then we can kind of expand on those a little bit too.
They did.
Did you want to say anything?
No, we're glad to be here, and Tiffany's nervous, so she's rambling. So let's get this show on the road.
I just ramble all the time. And whenever we talk together, we tend to talk over each other, I've noticed. Like our first listing appointment, we did that. We kind of contradicted each other and talked over each other. So we'll try not to do that on here.
I about kicked her out of the house. So.
We haven't done too many appointments together after that point because, it didn't really work out too well. So if you come on, say hi, and if you have a question, feel free to ask it, and then we'll just kind of read the ones that we had a couple, and then like I said, we'll just kind of expand on it. So the first question was, how long does the home buying process last? So do you want to answer it? Or
how about you take that one? You're the old buyer's agent.
It typically is about 30 to 45 days. It's really not too long of a process from the whole start to finish. Obviously once you go pending and put an offer in on a contract, that's about how long the whole process will take to actually get to your closing date whenever you get your keys. And we actually got this question from someone who's renting right now. So I kind of wanted to expand on that as well, because there's a lot of different things that you can do through that process. If you're renting, you don't have to actually wait 30 to 45 days before your lease is up. A lot of times we can put the closing date farther out, like you could put 3-4 months, see if that's something that can work. That's always negotiable, is closing dates. That's a negotiation that you can go into.
Right. How many houses do you typically have to show a new home buyer before they decide that they found their dream home or the one they want to move into?
I would say like 5 to 7. Everyone's going to be different. Some people, the first one they see, they love, and some people, that's not the case at all. I would say like average 5 to 7. I don't know.
I think that's pretty accurate to what we're seeing right now.
Okay.
So
okay.
I just want to make sure you agree. And that is useful information if you've never bought a home before. It's really not that bad. You don't have to look for 6 or 8 months.
Yeah, and there's creative options too. I had someone a couple years ago, their lease wasn't up for 6 more months, but they found their house. It was the first one they went to. They really, really loved it. And we just put in on the contract, they essentially got cash to pay their lease out. So there's a lot of creative options out there, outside of the box kind of ways that you can do things that you may not think of. So, definitely talk to us, and a lot of times things can be worked out.
Yeah.
So.
Next question.
Okay. What towns do you work in? Do you want to take that one over?
Yeah. So, we cover pretty much all of central Illinois. It's kind of like a 50-mile radius of Champaign-Urbana. We have a ton of business we do in Monticello. We also have properties either currently listed or under contract in towns like Fisher, St. Joe, Champaign, Savoy. We really just cover the gamut of the area. So we have a large area that we can work in. We don't specialize in just a little tiny community or anything like that. We really want to be your real estate experts all over central Illinois.
Yeah, we have quite a few towns that we're pending or have listings in right now, just all over the place. So
yeah, good question.
Wherever. And then this, I thought, so no one asked this, but this is something that we get a lot, and this I know is like a very common question that people have. So you own your own house, and you want to get a larger house, or you want to move to a different town, or whatever it is. What do you do because you don't want to take on 2 mortgages, or you can't take on 2 mortgages? How do you space that out? And that's actually a question a lot of people have, and something that's ridiculously common. So that's, did you want to answer it, or?
Yeah, I mean, there are some options. There's always creative ways to do that. We do have options to do bridge loans or things like that. If you own a house and you're still looking to buy one, while you're in your house and not trying to take on 2 mortgages. The other option is you put the house up for sale and you sell the house, and once that goes under contract, you go out and you find a new house. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. That's also the most scary way to do it, because you do have to understand that you're going to be up in the air for a little bit, and you're going to have to go out and find the house that is going to be your next home or your dream home. And that does create some anxiety with some people. So I think that having an experienced agent like ourselves guide you through that process. We've done it too. We've done it recently. So we understand that it's more than just a real estate transaction. It is your home and it is your family, and that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the main thing to keep in mind is closing dates are negotiable. And I think that a lot of people get this like fixated thought in their head, like it has to be 30 days, it has to be 60 days or whatever, but it's all negotiable.
Right.
So you can keep that in mind. Like if you get an offer on your house, you can negotiate the closing date out and vice versa. So I think that's something to keep in mind. And sometimes you do have crossover where you end up living with a family member for a few weeks or, whatever the case is. But it's definitely something that's common, and it can absolutely, be worked out. And it's something that's out there a lot. So we're used to seeing that and helping people with that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that was about it. We didn't want to, have, a really long thing, bore y'all. But I do want to do this, more. Because I think it's fun.
We're excited to hear your feedback. Do you find value in us sitting down and just kind of discussing some things from time to time? Do you like the live video format? Is there anything we're missing that we should add in there? We definitely would like some feedback on how to make it better.
Yeah, I want to do a weekly thing. And I don't know, we may do a morning thing or an afternoon. I'm not really sure. And I want a name. So if someone has a cute name for something, feel free to throw it out too.
We don't need a cute name.
I want a cute name. That's what I'm trying to think of right now. But he doesn't want to be cheesy. But I think cheesy is fun sometimes. So if you think of something, let us know on that too. So I think that's about it.
Yep.
Got anything to add?
No.
Okay.
No cheesy names. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.